next Wednesday.
Are you ready?
The new season of Sistas has started. And the sparks are flying.
Yeah, come on, follow me. Woo.
But watch out.
What's up with Gary?
What do you mean?
Something seems off.
What are you doing?
You are sick. Keep your voice down.
Because trouble is coming.
You want to take care of a baby that you don't know if it's yours. I don't like this.
We got a problem. This can't be happening.
Tyler Perry Sistas. All new next Wednesday at 9. Watch it live on BET.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Missniecytv, and I'm here to break down the trailer for Sistas Season 7, Episode 2. The trailer starts off with Penelope asking Gary is he ready to leave from Andy's house, and I'm like, girl, you better than me, because I would have told everybody what was happening. Penelope, you should have caused a scene, because I don't know why you sitting there trying to act like everything's all peaches and cream, hanging in the Bentley limousine when it's not. Penelope, you should have exposed him for the creep that he was right then and there. Penelope, I don't know if you're scared of being alone, or you're scared that you've been isolated from everyone, but you need to know your worth, sis, and leave that man alone. Because if it were me, I would have left Gary alone 3 months ago when I found out all that information. Then we see Fatima, Andy, Danny, and Sabrina meeting up for brunch. And I'm like, oh, this is nice. They haven't been out together since the earlier seasons. And that's when Fatima brought up she was talking to somebody and it turned out to be Zach, and then Karen got mad. I'm glad that the other girls are accepting Fatima in the sister circle after all she's done for them, whether they want to admit it or not. I'm just happy seeing them all together and getting along, and I can't wait to see what their friendship blossoms into. But at the brunch, Fatima lets him know that Zach is talking about having a Zach Jr. She's like, I wanted to be the one to have his Jr. Zach and Fatima are both thinking about each other's feelings and they don't want to hurt each other. Zach really wants to have his son around so bad that he's willing to take care of a child that he doesn't even know if it's his and name it after. And Fatima, she cares about Zach so much and how he feels, and she doesn't want to contribute to his abandonment issues by telling him how she truly feels of her not being the one who gave him his first child. And possibly his second one, because if she tells him how she truly feels, he'll feel abandoned in the situation and he'll feel like he's been lied to this whole time, but he's not. She's just speaking her truth. Then we see Rich at Sabrina's house, and I'm like, Sabrina, you just like inviting men over to your house, don't you? But I get it, because you're about to take a trip to Pound Town, so it's okay. Over at the law firm, we have Hayden asking Andy what is wrong with Gary. Hayden, your friend Gary is a certified creep who needs to seek help. I'm glad that Hayden has noticed the difference in Gary and is concerned about him, because Gary has officially run off his rocker. Hayden and Gary only have each other since Gary doesn't have Aaron anymore to counsel him. But I don't know how much of a help Aaron was actually being to Gary, because Aaron was delusional himself when it came to Karen. Back over at Andy's penthouse, Gary is officially being caught by Penelope in the closet, and she's like, you're sick. I just caught you pleasuring yourself to Andy's panties. And Gary's like, keep your voice down. I'm like, no, Gary, how do you expect her to react? You lucky she didn't find stuff in the closet and beat you across the head with it, or even worse. Gary, if Andy didn't mean that much to you, right, and she didn't mean nothing to you at all, why are you pleasuring yourself to her panties? Make that make sense for me, please? Over at Hayden's house, Gary shows up, and they sit down and have a drink, and they're talking, and Gary's like, you know that I was never gonna marry Penelope, right? I just bought her that ring to buy some time. And I'm like, what time exactly were you trying to buy, Gary? Because you're not committed to any of the women that you give rings to, and the only reason you're kind of committed to Penelope is because y'all have a child on the way, and even then you don't even have to be committed to her because y'all could co-parent. Then we see Karen on the phone talking to somebody. I don't know if she's talking to an interior designer to help her decorate the shop, somebody to help her clean up, or is she talking to Pam? Or she could be talking to Andy about the baby. Over at Zach and Fatima's, we have Fatima telling Zach, you want to take care of a baby that you don't even know is yours. I know that Zach is trying to fill a void of his son not being there, but he's trying to do too much now. Because he tells Fatima that he wants to open a trust fund for Zach Jr. and little Michael. And Fatima and I were thinking the same thing, Zach Jr. Fatima's not pregnant, so who could you be talking about? He's talking about Karen's baby. And I'm like, I know you're not trying to name that baby Zach Jr. The only baby that you should be naming Zach Jr. is Fatima's baby. And for one, because you know that's yours. But back to this trust fund thing, I'm glad that Zach is taking an initiative to think about little Michael's future and put away a trust fund for him. Zach does not need to be doing anything for Karen's baby until he officially knows legally that that is his child. She can say that you're the baby daddy all she wants, but until you see it legally in front of your eyes on paper, I'd advise you to tread lightly on the things that you want to do for that baby. Back at the brunch, we have Danny saying, I don't like this, and I think she's referring to something with Fatima and Karen, and it causes friction between Danny and Karen because she feels like Danny picked the side that she want to be on, which is Zach and Fatima's side, and she feels betrayed by Danny now. Then we see Karen walk into the restaurant, and she's looking like I know they didn't invite her just Fatima, and I'm like, what happened to you being all sunshine and rainbows and kumbaya, Karen? All they had to do was mention Zach one time and you was gonna flip the switch. I knew that was true, but what happened to you saying Zach was no longer your problem and you don't care what he does, Karen? Apparently you do, because you feel like over in Gary's office, we see this guy come in by the name of Hudson, who's Gary's henchman, who informs Gary that the feds are after him. And you see, I think Hudson is gonna help Gary try to get rid of any evidence that he can before the feds come, not knowing that shredding documents won't help them in any way because they can just track the IP addresses. Gary, you gotta learn how to be smarter than that, because the stuff that you put out in the internet is gonna be there forever. Gary, you better be prepared to go to prison, because they're definitely gonna look in your account and see that you gave $100,000 to Jordan, and they're gonna investigate where you got that money from. And it's not gonna help Jordan in any way, shape, or form. This is about to be a deep, dark road that Gary's about to travel on, and I'm trying to prepare myself. Let me know what you guys think about the trailer. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your bell notifications. Bye!